a community have to come together, and how we in Trapassi did that was by like those community chats, public meetings, letting people say whatever they wanted to say, and listening to them, because each person had a different concern. So by coming together in the community chats and the public meetings and everything, we give people a chance to get out this anger.
Well, it helped people get rid of the frustrations and anger, you know, sharing the feelings with one another, and getting to accept the reality and get rid of the past and look to take a positive attitude towards the future.
Well, really what brought the task force together was Wolf Sutton, and one day that Tom Sutton went into his office, and both Tom and Wolf were always talking about jobs and where we're going to find jobs, but this is what they were talking about. How are we going to do something to help the people?
Tom, Wilf, you have both been identified as the ones who brought the people in the community together for the chat sessions. What was it like to watch your community, your neighbour, your friends, in so much pain?
Well, I guess that's how the task force thing and the discussion paper and everything got started. You know, people were coming, and you know, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? What's going to be the end of us, and this kind of stuff. And every other day I heard it on the radio, like, you know, all the banks were predicting that the Newfoundland economy was turning around. You know, we were moving up, and all the indicators, like the Economic Council of Canada and all these groups, you know, we're after turning the corner, and we're heading up the hill now. But it wasn't happening here. You know, it was just like that. That was millions of miles away from us. You know, here it was. We were right in the middle of it, like, and it wasn't having any positive effect on us at all. So.
What did you do?
Well, I went to see Wolf. He knew what to do.
Over the period of probably an hour and a half that myself and Tom spoke, and like I had listened to a lot of others at the office, like in the past 6, 7, 8 years, expressing the same frustration and uncertainty to me, and it became obvious to me that everyone was talking about it. You know, what was going to happen to the community in the future, especially with the tags program soon to end, and it seemed we were all concerned and we were all talking, but it seemed like we weren't talking to the community, and like we were talking to each other in ones and twos and threes, but we weren't giving the opportunity to the community to come together and let us talk as a group. So we moved from there, like, to put together what became known as discussion paper, and in a word, that's all the discussion paper said. Like, in spite of the dilemma we're in spite of the hard times, there's one thing we can do, and that's come together and talk about it as a community. And that was the challenge, I guess, that we put out in the community.
Having your say, you know, and feeling like people want you to have your say, and thinking that, you know, if I do say something, you know, it might be valuable. You know, usually there's just a community leaders like that have all the say, and you feed back to the people, but the flow is not the other way. You know, people feel like they don't have to say, and if I do have my say, like, they're not going to listen to me. You know, who am I? Sure, it's not going to be worth anything. So I think that's turned around now. Like, and I think community leaders recognise too that that's an important thing to let people have their say.
Well, it gave me a chance to have input into the future of the town and express how you felt. So I felt good about, you know, being part of that, and I'm sure everybody else in the community did as well.
So we need to do it on a regular basis so that people are informed and people's opinions are heard and valued. And then, like, we come together and come to trust each other.
Good morning.